This is John Barnett with Bloody Breath Studios. I'm with Elijah from 8 Days Sober, and we're at, where we at?
Bluegrass Barrel House, Richmond, Kentucky.
They got a show going on here, and what time?
Starts at 8:30.
And they're going to rock this place, man, and I figured I'd stop in, get an interview with them. Band's somewhere. They got lost.
Yeah, they're hiding from us, man.
But we got the best.
Well, I think so.
So, man, let's just get right down to it, man. What do you do in the band, and how long you been playing in the band?
So I've been with the groups for 5 years. I'm a singer, and I play rhythm guitar. Me and Justin Riley started the group about 5 years ago. Some members have changed, but as of now, you know, the lineup's me, Justin Riley. We got John Watts on drums, Aaron White on bass guitar, and Keith Flores playing lead guitar.
And I've seen these guys down there in, what was it, Clay City, I think what it was, man, and they did an awesome show. And I can't wait till these people here see them, you know. You played here before, though, weren't you?
Yes.
So see them again, you know. They probably brought more people, like, hey, come check out this badass band, because, you know, that's what I would have done. You know, I would have brought all my friends, you know, but I'm kind of pressed for time, you know. But where y'all from?
So I'm from London, Kentucky, and the other guy that started the group, Justin, he's from London, Kentucky. We got our start, me and Justin met working at a job together. We worked at a juvenile facility for males, and me and him found out each other played, and we played after work, and it just kind of grew from there to where we're at now. Okay,
cool, man. What kind of music do y'all play?
Well, that's a good question. I wish I could answer that short-winded, but it's kind of like it's not just country, not just rock. I don't really know what I would call it.
You all have originals, don't you?
Yes, we do. Yep.
So, like, what's one of your big original songs?
Probably "Steel on Steel" is probably the most requested song that we have.
Like the metal, like Steel on Steel.
Yep.
What's that about?
Well, basically that song is about just hard knocks, man, and what can happen if you you go down the wrong road. That's what I take from the song.
It's kind of like my song, Kamikaze Soul. You do like a couple wrong things and you start going down that path, and next thing you know, you're really down that path, you know, and it's a hard stop, man. It's like going down a train track that's going straight down with no brakes, you know, and the only way you're going to stop is jump off, really, like, you know.
Yeah, that's absolutely correct.
And you're going to get hurt in the process, you know, once you start heading down that road. Like, no one gets out of life alive, you know, and some people get more scars than others along the way. And anybody out there, you know, facing addiction or any kind of like mental illness, you know, we're looking after you. If you need anything, you know, hit us up, call, you know, suicide hotline if you're having any kind of, you know, thoughts like that. We just lost somebody in the music scene up in Louisville. Well, actually they was out of, I think, Paris, a band called Hopewell Fault. His name was Oni. He was a really good guitar player and stuff like that. He took his own life the other night. I think it's like 2 days ago. So, well, it's 2 days ago at the time of this recording. And a lot of people, you know, he's in like a lot of people's thoughts and prayers and stuff like that. So, anybody out there from Hopewell Fault, you know, we're looking after you, man. But what I was getting at, you know, your song, you know, the single and stuff like that. What are some other your other original songs?
So, actually, next Sunday, we're going to be doing a live track album at Austin City Lakes. That's going to have 5 new original songs that's going to be recorded on that album. And it's going to be next Sunday. It's going to be live tracked. It's going to be filmed. So if anybody wanted to come out and be a part of the music video that's going to take place that day, that would be awesome as well. That will probably be released, you know, I would say probably give a month and a half after next Sunday.
Well, we'll let y'all know in the newsletter, and we'll keep y'all posted about it and stuff like that. Like, this is a real sick band. Like, y'all need to like check them out, especially if you like country and rock and you like a good fusion of stuff. Like, what's some of the covers y'all play? Like we just did Untold Relic, and they have like a variety of covers, you know, because they want a cover for everybody. You know, is that kind of the way you all feel about it too?
Well, when we started, we wanted to do songs that, you know, as a bar band, as you're going into bars and venues that you know, it's not like a listening room. It's people are coming here for an experience. So we wanted to give people an experience that you might not get with any other band. We wanted to do songs that not everybody's doing. You know? We want to do stuff that is totally different than anybody else. So we'll do a song like Sweet Dreams and then do an old Keith Whitley tune, and then
Billie Jean, Billie Jean.
Yeah, you know, Michael Jackson tune.
I remember that one. That was a really good one. I took a couple videos and sent them out to people as they was playing it last time. I was like, wow, they do it a certain way, and it's their own way, and I like it, and I think other people like it too. You know, and I was writing y'all's name down the other day, and I wrote like 8 and then Days and then sober, and I was like, that ain't how you spell it at all. Like, it's 8, EIGHT, right?
Yep.
Okay, and Daze, as in dazed and confused, you know, DAZE, and then, you know, sober.
Yeah, it's kind of a funny story how we got that name. Like I said, me and Justin worked in a rehabilitation center for juveniles.
So where'd the name come from?
So the name come from, we was needing a name to name the group, and we really searched for a name that kind of, we wanted to, for them boys, you know, we wanted to pay homage to that and our start. So the Beatles had a song that was called 8 Days a Week, and he stole the line from the Shakespeare line that meant forever and a day. And we took that 8 days sober and said 8 days a week, 8 days sober, and it kind of embodies the same meaning as forever and a day.
That's pretty deep, man. Like a lot of people don't put a lot of thought in their name. You know, I've seen a lot of people just go down the dictionary and hit it, you know.
And a lot of people think it's a funny, you know, because I'm the only one that's sober in the band. The rest of the guys do drink, you know. They're not sober.
They're just a bunch of drunks and alcoholics, whoremongers. No, they're really good people, by the way.
They drink, you know. So a lot of people think it's just a funny, you know, but that's the actual meaning of it.
There ain't nothing wrong with drinking. I mean, I think it kind of encompasses it, man. You know, I don't know what the 8 stands for, but days can be for like half of the band and sober can be for the other half of the band, you know. Some of them are days, some of them are sober, but I don't know where 8 comes from. You know.
well, if you think about it, 8's infinite, right?
Yeah, especially turn it on its side. You get dazed enough, you fall on your side, you're infinite.
Well, the meaning behind it was, you know, that them boys, we hope, it will, anybody that's struggling with addiction, that we hope that they make it to the end without, you know, relapsing.
Or dying.
Yeah. That, you know, that they make it all the way.
Right, and a lot of people don't understand. Like, you just can't come off of certain things. You can't. You know, like people that's on alcohol, if they quit cold turkey, some of them will die. You know, especially if they've been drinking a long, long time, like heavy. And anybody out there battling addiction, man, like I hope y'all make it through it. Like I've met a lot of people that I really love and care about that got on hard stuff. You know, not just alcohol and stuff, but you know, I hope they make it through it out there.
Absolutely.
But you know, back to the music. What are some of your influences?
Oh man, I mean,
besides alcohol.
Growing up, I sang in church. My parents sang in church, you know, so a lot of gospel influence, a lot of country. My grandparents really loved Kenny Rogers, Merle Haggard, Hank Williams, you know, Waylon Jennings, George Jones. A lot of influence from there. My dad really liked, you know, even like not secular music, you know, Stevie Ray Vaughan, Leonard Skinner.
Okay.
So it was really eclectic growing up. And I pulled from a lot of influence from a lot of people.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. You said you were from London.
London, Kentucky, yep.
There's an awesome band out there for anybody who wants to check out down there. It's called Kyorn. K-Y-A-R-N. Really good band. They play like thrash metal. Like, I don't want to call them just a thrash band, but they play like some badass metal. But yeah, I mean, I figured the band would have been here by now.
That's what they're probably in there setting up.
They missed their cue to bust in here. Like,
yeah. We might get them here in a little bit. Get them to talk. So
did you play in any bands before this or anything?
No. This is my first project.
Awesome, man. And you know, like, what's some of the shows y'all played? Like, tell us a good show story.
One time we played, I'm not going to name the venue, but we played at a show for Christmas in July. And as we was playing, Santa Claus, the guy that dressed up as Santa Claus that day, he started to drink, and by the end of the show, Santa Claus was without his pants on, dancing on a table. And that sticks out in my mind as one of the.
Oh yeah, that would definitely stick out.
Santa Claus got drunk and showed his ass. For real.
That should be a song, man. Y'all should write a song about that. Like, some of the best songs come from the heart, or in his case, the lower region.
Yeah, lived experience. We got to see Santa Claus show his ass.
Oh my God! Did you get any presents out of it though?
No. No.
I don't blame you there. If you gave me a present, I'd probably run. Yeah. So I guess that, usually I ask, do you have a funny story, and do you have, a show story? Do you have like a good show story? Like, went to a show and had like a whole bunch of people there, or had a really good set. Like, one of the shows you might be proud of,
One of the things that I'm really proud of is last year. In fall, we got the chance to open up for Sammy Kershaw, Aaron Tippin, and Colin Ray. And after I got done, I walked off stage in the back at Renfro Valley, and Colin Ray made a point to come up and talk to me and to tell me that he thought that I was a really good singer. And I took that compliment to heart, because if anybody's ever heard Colin Ray sing, he's phenomenal. And for him to tell me that I was a great singer really made me feel good about myself.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. There's a song out by a band called Devil Be My Judge, and they released, I think, Phil Anselmo from Pantera, mentioned it, and I'm sure you know who Pantera is.
Oh yeah.
And like, that would have been awesome, like, I was just thinking, like, wow, if that was my song, Phil commented on, that would have been a really good moment, and same way with your dudes. Like you said, you played at Renfro Valley. It must have been hard to get in on that stage, like.
Yeah, we actually got a show coming up at Renfro that at the Old Barn, we're actually gonna headline the ticket on that. So it's definitely an honor to sing at Renfro Valley at any capacity, but to sing on the Old Barn stage where all the, everybody's played there.
Is that the big stage, or is that just
the old barn?
It's been so long since I've been there.
It's the original Renfro Valley.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now,
and they've turned that into a venue now that they sell alcohol. It's like a dance hall, like it originally started when it first opened.
So, but while we was talking off camera, you said a lot of people, would like to make money playing music, and you've been blessed to be able to do that.
Absolutely.
So, what's the key to it for anybody starting out there?
Well, I don't know that there's a straight line path that, like a one size fits all. I think that if you enjoy what you're doing, the money, it doesn't matter. But in this industry, we got to look out for one another. And for me, if I charge more, that means the guy behind me is going to get a job. I got to keep moving forward, pushing the ball forward, so that guys behind me can get a chance as well. I think that starting out, you want to get out in front of as many people and play in front of as many people as you can, not necessarily for the money. But at some point, you got to say, my time and my art's worth something.
It's worth something at some point.
At some point.
And it's not being greedy neither.
No.
A lot of people think it's greedy to charge money for your music. I'm like, that's crazy. You're just calling every band that's ever made a dollar on it just greedy.
Yeah.
Like,
and as you push that wheel forward, if you continue to do shows for free, you're holding a spot for somebody that's getting started. And also, as you move forward and as you progress and get a following and people show up to hear you and you make venues, that's another thing that you got to focus on. It's not just playing, and we all want to play to the best of our abilities, but we also got to put people in these venues to make the venue owner money.
Right, put butts in seats.
It doesn't make sense for them to pay money to lose money. So you got to help generate a revenue for the bar or the venue that you're in. And as you push that wheel forward, the more you charge, opens up spots for guys that are coming up to come in and get $100 a man.
Right.
But as you push that wheel forward, it's not greedy, because if you continue to do it for $500, you're holding a spot for a guy that is just getting their start. That's the way I look at it, and that's the way I feel.
Right. I mean, once you start getting paid $500 a show, I mean, I guess you technically be the headliner. And, if you wanted to, you could put artists in spots, like for the open, like, hey, I know this artist is good. You can put them in an open spot to kind of like, you can give them a rub, per se. That's what they say in the wrestling business. You give them a rub. And it helps them build up a following and stuff. And I feel like in the metal community, like, sometimes that's done and sometimes it's hindered because they cut each other's throat to get that spot. And a lot of bands, they try to say they're worth more than what they bring in. And that's a problem, because they're really good. They put a lot of money in their art, but they just don't bring people in the door. So there's something going wrong there that they need to fix. Like, and it don't matter if you have like the greatest piece of gold. If no one cares about it, no one cares about it.
Yeah, and to also say that just because one person doesn't value your art does not mean that your art is not valuable.
Exactly.
You're just not selling it in the right place. The value is where you take your art. So you might need to think about where you're playing and what you really fit into. What venue are you going to have the best chance of, like you said, putting asses in the seats. Come in.
Oh, we got visitors.
I'll let him.
Let's see who we got.
Hey.
Oh, it's the hookers.
I know. Yeah, that's what they told me.
What's going on, man?
What's going on?
Oh, come on in.
Sit down, yeah.
Oh,
We got the singer.
I was one of them.
I'm gonna just go ahead and turn
Did you
this
do
up.
your part?
Yeah, I did my part.
All right.
Yeah.
Old Justin running fashionably late as usual. God, you looking good,
Thank
man.
you, man.
Lord of mercy.
Look at ponytails.
Oh, my boy.
Damn, show it to the people over here. Show this ponytail to the people.
Yeah, show it ponytail. Now, ladies, now heads up.
Bring it on down the other side. Oh, there it is.
Come on.
Come on.
There ain't gonna be a dry seat in the house tonight, fellas. I'm
Lord of
telling you.
mercy.
Yeah, so, what's your name?
What's your name? What's your birthday? What's your sign?
What's your social security number? For anybody out there? No.
My name is Justin Riley. I was going to come up with something clever, but I can't think of it.
Hey, that's how I am when I'm put on the spot, man. I choke like Eminem in the first scene.
Oh, here you go. There you go. The
is,
first
man.
scene, baby.
Yeah, of 8 Mile.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good one.
It's one of the only rap ones I've ever seen, man. And but anyway, we're talking about you all tonight. So, what do you do in the band?
Well, I play sex appeal, kind of thing.
Hell yeah.
I make sure I drink twice as much as anybody in the band.
That could be a good thing.
So we went through the name, and I actually broke it down to how we got our name.
Yeah.
And I said, a lot of people think it's funny because I'm the only motherfucker in the band that don't drink.
Right.
But I went through all that.
I don't drink either, every so often, like on a Monday.
On a Tuesday.
Only
Or
days,
like at 3 o'clock on a Tuesday.
only days that end in white.
Only days that end with Y.
But no, that was cool how the name came about, man. That was a cool thing.
Yeah. So,
But I play banjo, play harmonica,
Hell yeah.
sing.
So, what styles of banjo do you play? Do you play clawhammer, or do you play the Earl Scruggs rolls?
Well, I mostly play with this band. It's more of it's a mix between the 3-finger plucking like Earl Scruggs style, and then there's some strumming and plucking, just something different because to make
it just adds effects in the song, really.
Yeah,
so it gives it something cool. And
like sometimes I'll strum down with because I got 3 picks, I'll strum down and then strum up with these. It's just a little different.
Right.
But I played bluegrass for years, so I did play that style exclusively, like the 3-finger pluck and roll.
Did you ever go to the school over there in Leslie County?
I didn't go to school, man. I didn't get my first pair of shoes till I was 12 years old. No, man. No, what school you talking about now?
The Kentucky School of Bluegrass and Traditional Music. It's out of Leslie County.
Yeah. I've heard about it now, but I've never been. I just grew up in church, man, and we just sang him old gospel hymns.
That's what he was saying. Like, y'all played a lot of church. Where'd y'all go to church at?
I went to a little place down in East Bernstead. I grew up mostly there. East Bernstead, Kentucky, down there. But then I played gospel music for a long time, so I traveled around to several different denominations and stuff like that. And then I became a sinner by God.
I became a sinner.
But no, I love that upbringing and that background, right. and I wouldn't trade it for the world, man. And we still sit around and sing some hymns.
Why not, man? You know what I mean? Like, it ain't. Don't be ashamed of who you are. You know,
absolutely not.
I come from a Pentecostal background, you know, and I get hounded sometimes, you know, for believing in the flying spaghetti monster in the sky. But it's what it is. Like, they believe in whatever they believe in. I believe in what I believe in, and that's cool.
Oh,
you know, as long as you don't believe in something that makes you go out and kill people. That's
right. I try to respect everybody. Everybody's different, and you know, and everybody's got their own opinions, own beliefs, everything. Just as long as we can coexist and respect each other, you know, that's fine. So,
we got a saying out at Owl's Eye Farm, and they have it on T-shirts called "No Hate, No Holler."
Oh, that's cool.
So it's on like tie-dye shirts and stuff like that. We're going to try to start selling them at shows, and you know, really help them start pushing that stuff.
Right. That's cool, man. Heck yeah. So what's the name of your channel called?
Bloody Breathed Studios.
Oh, that's cool.
You know where Bloody Breathed is?
I know where Breathed is.
That's what it's named after. That's where we're originally from. It kind of remind me where I came from, and try not to go back there.
There you go.
You know, because it's a rough life, man. And I moved down here to be closer to like the music scenes in Lexington and Louisville and stuff. And man,
so you passionate about local music scene, music?
Oh yeah, dude. Like I'll try to help any band along as long as they're really cool. And you know, all I want to do is, you know, help bands get out there and push my band out there as well. And you know, and everybody has something they want to do in music. As long as I can make a living some way, shape, or form in music, that's it for me.
What do you play?
I play guitar and I sing in a band called Ned.
I'm gonna have to get him up. My God. I
also play rhythm guitar in Drifting in Abyss. I play drums in Thoratic Decay. I play drums in Super Doom, and
man.
I do everything in Artificial Hatred.
That's awesome, dude.
And
so that's like a one-man thing. I'll record it kind of separate and one-man thing.
Yeah, that one's a one-man thing, and that kind of spawned off after everybody just kind of like up and left, and I was like, I got a show Fridays.
I don't need none of you.
I don't need none of you motherfuckers.
I can do it all.
And that's how it was. That's how, like, I was pissed, dude. I was like, everybody just kind of left, like, and it is what it is.
Hey, it happens, man. I tell you, it's hard to keep a band together. It's almost like trying to keep family together or keep a wife or like a relationship. Trying to be married to 5 women at once, by God.
Oh, 2 ex-wives down, man. I know what you're talking about.
Oh, my God, that ponytail's got me so turned on.
Oh, God. I don't want you to swag it up.
Oh, yeah.
I might have to. Oh, God. So, what are some of your influences, man?
Well, I grew up, I didn't hear, like, I was pretty sheltered, you know. Grew up in, it's pretty strict church.
Was you allowed to watch Harry Potter growing up? No, I wasn't either.
So you kind of get Pentecostal kind of thing.
But tell them how it is growing up with like having that religion just overshadowing everything in your life. Like if you do this, you sin. If you do this, you sin. Like, and sometimes it is overbearing and it pushes a lot of people away.
It's really kind of what it did to me. Even though I kind of, you know, I look back now more fondly on it. I'm glad. Who knows what I'd have turned out to be.
Right.
You know, but I know my mom gave a damn, you know, so she tried her best to, by God, Mama tried, didn't she, baby?
Mama tried. Mama tried.
Mama absolutely did.
Well, I did try her best. But anyway, what was the question? Lord mercy.
Oh,
I'm
my
all
God.
worked up here.
What was your influence?
What was your influences?
So,
besides
growing up, I actually just listened to a lot of gospel music, old hymns, stuff like gospel bluegrass stuff. Not even secular bluegrass really until later on. But then, you know, Don Reno, Red Smiley. Don Reno, man, heck of a banjo picker. Like, he's a little different if you listen to him than Earl Scruggs. And
what got you into bars?
Bars?
Like what kind of music?
Beer.
Besides the beer, okay. Like, that was kind of a dumb question. I walked right into that one.
So I mean, the bars. I mean, I just started playing more secular music, and that's where they paid.
That's where they pay. Yeah.
And then played some breweries and stuff like that. Started trying different beers and stuff like. I don't know. I mean, that's
just how it happens.
That's where the money is, and that's where they want to hear this music.
See, for me, like what got me turned down the road of metal was like it was either it was a game that I got at Pizza Hut that had Rob Zombie on it, or it was like the WWF entrance music.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they had like the heavy metal and stuff,
Yeah.
and that's kind of how I went down that road. And you know, I kind of transitioned back between metal to country to rap to country to rap, and eventually I just ended up on rock and metal. You know,
Yeah.
and not saying I don't listen to anything else, but at points of my life, I feel like I will listen to nothing but country or nothing but rap.
Right.
You know,
Depending on what you think, feeling or what university you want to visit at that time. But yeah, I mean, I you know, with the bluegrass, and then went on to discover rock and roll and all that, Jimi Hendrix, and I mean, I love it. I often say, like, if I could have the talent of Jimi Hendrix and the energy of Jack Black.
oh my God, you'd be unstoppable. You'd be unstoppable.
I'd conquer the world, baby.
Oh my
Come
God.
on.
So I asked him a funny story that happened. Do you have a funny story in the band?
Shoot. We should have a wheel. Shoot.
Well, I'm just gonna sit back and tell the world.
Well, I seen Santa Claus's butthole once.
We heard that one.
Okay, so there's one, but that's the first one that comes to mind because I can still see the hair on the side.
Oh my God.
I'll tell you what, it was terrible, man. But I asked for it because I started this thing, was like, show me your tatas, whatever. I don't know what I could say.
Show me that butthole.
But I said,
whatever you want to say. This is unfiltered.
On the new year, I was like, Elijah, I'm turning over a new leaf. I'm not going to ask for titties anymore.
Oh my God.
Show me your butthole. And by God, Santa, it was Christmas in July or whatever.
So this wasn't even like turning over a new leaf.
No,
like,
I just felt like doing something.
It's like a half year's resolution.
But a guy jumped up on the table and spread it.
Oh my God! You asked for it.
There it was, man. And it was funny. But that's one. I mean, I don't even know, man. We had a limo for a little while, all kinds of crazy stuff.
It is 8:09.
8:09. I got a few more minutes to browse, how they say. Well, I don't know what browsing here. I guess Santa's butthole.
Right.
What else you got?
Well, let me think here, man. I got kicked out of a strip club with 30 of her friends before.
That's always fun.
I was there.
You was there, my
He was
boy.
one of them.
Oh,
now we can identify the other 29 or 28.
Yeah. But we left the bar, and I convinced everybody to go strip club with us. I was like, come on, let's have a good time. So we went to the strip club, and I was drinking a little bit, and they took a break, and dancers was off the stage and everything, and I jumped up on stage like a dummy. And I should have never done it.
You jumped up on the fucking stage.
On the pole. And I done a little twirly twirl, took off my shirt, flipping around. Everybody was cheering. The girls was cheering.
Can we go party?
And then they was throwing money. Of course, I didn't take. That was all for the girls.
Yeah, yeah. You didn't take nothing.
But they come. They said, "Come on, get down."
Go on, buddy.
They kicked me and every one of us that was with me out. But he was giggling. He's like, "Dude, that's hilarious." But we just can't let you do it.
We just can't let you do it.
But they didn't kick me out for good. He said, "Man, we just can't allow you to do it." And I know why. But he thought it was funny either way.
It was a good time.
It was a good time. We went
you
to
got
the
anything
next
to add
strip
to
club.
it? To that story?
No, nothing allegedly, no.
No.
He was just trying not to be seen. He was walking there like,
Right?
Hell no. I was like, that's my boy. Hey, I was up there throwing them motherfucking dollar bills, baby.
right.
Man, it just made me feel good about myself, you know?
Shit. Make girl feel
Man,
good.
we've had a lot of good times, haven't we?
But it's hard to shoot. We've been in fights. We ain't gonna talk about them though.
My
I'm
goodness,
not talking about you. I'm talking about us. But we ain't gonna bring that up, baby. But no,
We've allegedly tore bars upside down.
well, only because we was trying to help them get somebody out.
Right.
Yeah.
But they was, and then they was like, all right, then let's get this party back going, back
Yes,
on.
sir.
Oh, that's how it is, man. That's how it is.
But no, I mean, we've always got the bars back, if something goes down. But
yeah.
But no, I don't know, man. It's hard to think of anything right now. It's just so much
All
stuff.
I can say is we're here for a good time, not a long time.
Oh, I signed 23 sets of titties one night.
Oh my God!
While we played from the stage.
That's 46 titties, man. That's
individual
titties.
And some of them could have counted twice.
Oh my God!
Lord bless them. Buddy.
What was the biggest set?
Buddy, now
I have to ask this. Sorry, people out there.
I'm a firm believer is all titties need love.
All titties need love.
All titties need love.
Itty bitty titties, big old titties.
Right.
Yeah, right.
We love them all.
Judge.
But we signed them all. We
We'll
signed them, and I even signed this girl's boyfriend's titties too. He said, "I want you to sign mine too." I said, "Oh my God, I don't discriminate."
Did he have titties?
He had titty, but
they had nipples.
No, yeah, he had nipples. There you go.
Did he have a passing grade, basically?
So I signed his chest, but it was funny.
Okay.
But it was from the stage while everybody drank in the middle of a song. And I had to tell the bartender, the bar owner, I said, "That's a record, ain't it?" He said, "Nobody signs titty here but you."
Oh my God. You ever heard that old saying? It's like, I don't like titties if they got a passing grade. Maybe if they're A's, B's, C's.
Oh, shoot. I just love women.
I just love women, and
Shoot.
love people, and anybody who loves anything else out there, we don't discriminate.
No, I love it all. I
love it all.
But like I said, I don't discriminate a bit, by God. But it's good stuff, man. We have a good time.
Hell yeah. So where can everybody find your old music and stuff at?
You can type it in on Google, come up on Spotify, iTunes, YouTube. Pretty much anywhere.
Yeah, anywhere with the internet, basically.
So you can find it anywhere. Oh, John, baby, we're live, baby. We're live right now on some.
That just looks like a regular video.
It is just a regular video.
Are we not live?
No, we're not live.
Thank God.
No, we ain't live.
I thought we was live. It looked like it was live.
But it's been a good one take so far.
Hasn't it though? So we're going to do the next one naked?
As long as we don't fuck this one up, I can just throw it up there.
Yeah.
That
Was John just walked in. He's our drummer. He smacks around on skins and stuff.
So, you got any shows coming up?
Well, buddy, we got one in the next about 15, 20 minutes.
Well,
come on out.
Well, this probably won't be released for a week or two. So, do you got anything like next month after?
Buddy, I'd have to look, and it might take a little bit. But if they go to our website, 8daysobermusic.com. All our and then from there you can click on Facebook. All our upcoming dates will be on there. We post all that stuff, so you can keep up with us. Follow us on Facebook.
Tell them what happens on the 9th day.
That's the strip club, baby. That's what's up.
That's their album name, the 9th day.
Yeah, that's our album name.
The 9th day. What happened to the 8th day?
Well, we was 8 days sober, and then on the 9th day, baby, it got a little wild hand.
It got a little wild. Okay, I get it.
You get what I'm saying?
I took it more of a religious thing. On the 9th day, God made 8 days sober.
On the 9th day.
Oh, buddy.
On the 9th day,
God rested on the 7th. God rested on the 7th. He didn't need no more time back on.
He called God on the bell phone. He's like, "You on your own, boys.
Yeah.
I can't get you out of this one."
He ain't nothing I can do, baby.
Well, you want to come say hi to the people out here?
He's pretty comfy.
He's pretty comfy. There's a massage chair over here. This has been a great green room.
Moan for him, Bob.
Hell yeah.
Well, there you go.
There you go.
You've seen Elijah's ponytail and heard him moan.
And you've heard his story about signing 48 titties.
There you go. I mean,
Was it 46? 40. It's still a good number, regardless.
Let's see. Shoot, man. It was a lot of titties.
It was a lot of titties. It's hard to remember all them titties. But
23 sets, so that's 46. 46 individual tits.
Hell yeah.
Wait, one night?
And we loved every one of them.
Every one of them I loved with all my heart.
So,
and one of them was a man. That's fine. I loved him too.
I love him too.
By God, he's a good old fella, I'm sure.
So who didn't we see tonight out of the band?
We ain't seen Keith yet.
I ain't seen Keith, the lead guitar player, or Aaron, the bass guitar player.
Okay. So do you have like a...
It's you in the background. Oh, God. Oh.
So the last question I'm going to ask is, we do an article in the newsletter called Gearhead.
Yeah.
Hello.
We're doing
Where's
a
the
video
drummer?
for...
You! I need you.
Yes.
Everybody needs a drummer.
Did I do something wrong?
Always. No. For once, actually, you probably didn't. Do you remember those friends that you brought up here?
She don't know she's been
My
recording.
band. My other band?
Yeah, but no, the friends that have the store.
Oh, yeah.
I want to go there. because
You
they
want to go
they
there?
I want to go there. I want to buy shit.
She wants to go.
They have that tincture or whatever tincture is that what it's called? Tincture.
Is it
Tincture.
stuff you-
Tincture, like you could put it in like tea and honey.
Yeah.
I need that because I'm gonna
Like
put that
this,
shit in my mom's drink.
Like are you gonna put it in there?
I'm gonna put it in there and just make her drink it. Yes,
Oh.
because my mother's psycho and she won't take no damn.
I would
pills.
I hope she's not watching
Hey,
this right
We're
now.
live on this
Yeah,
YouTube
we're-
channel.
We got about 2,000 people watching this thing.
When nobody knows what's going on.
Hey,
please
no,
believe
no,
that.
it's fine. This is our
They're doing
good
it already.
friend
No, I'm
Rayla
not
from
Andrew.
B.B.S, and we're about to jam out up here at the Bluegrass Barrel House, and she always takes good care of us. We're actually in the green room right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can get you some.
So,
Well, I want to get her because she needs a chill out.
but yeah, man,
Like next
it's been cool.
It's been real
Well,
cool.
I'll go up.
So,
Where's
I
no
can-
further ado, we're gonna hop off here. We got a good 35-minute video.
We're gonna do a little
I'm
shotty thing.
Maybe do a little shot. Well, I gotta go get my girlfriend from work.
All
Man.
right.
I gotta go take care of business, but
So he's gonna go get his girlfriend, come back up here, we're gonna take some shots. Right?
but off camera, I'm gonna get like your names of your gear and stuff like that, and we're gonna put that in the newsletter.
Sounds good.
So, John with B.B.S.
Yep.
What's your name?
Justin Riley. Man.
Justin Riley, by
But
God.
I appreciate you doing
What's
this.
your
man.
name?
Appreciate
Oh, no
it.
problem.
Elijah Jarvis, the one and only.
Flip that hat, baby. Who's your pimping partner, baby? Sean.
Come on.
One.
Papa baby Will.
Papa, baby, we'll do it. Baby. Come on.
Yeah.
We got somebody over there getting off in the fucking reclining chair. That, supposedly their drummer.
He's over going.
Fucking
Oh,
shit.
God.
Like O-N-E.
Oh, man. Anyway, I appreciate
We'll
you doing
toast to
this.
that.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Oh, go on,
yeah.
man.
this
Well,
was fun.
again, John Barnett with BBS.
Go get drunk and fun.
I got shit to do. They're gonna go play a show, and we're gonna come back, and we're gonna get drunk.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
With a face like that, how can you not come back here and get drunk?
well, that's true.